Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. If you haven't already, don't forget, like the video and subscribe to our channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. As you can notice, I'm out of my produce stand. Today we're building a deer feeder, a little different. So let's go take a look what we're doing. Okay, so here's part of it. What it starts out to be. We've already got a couple pieces cut, and we're working on the other ones here. So we're gonna get these cut and start building. Okay, we got done getting the legs cut. We'll get them off the sawhorses and put the skids up there. We're going to drill holes on each end of the skids to connect the legs to them. The skids are really, they're going to help us be able to move it around. If you want to move it, it's going to help keep it from blowing over. It's just going to add weight to the bottom of it. We're trying to make sure we get the holes, the lag bolts, dead center of the skids and dead center of the legs. We want everything to be exact. We don't want one corner to be shorter than the other or taller than the other, whichever. Okay, we're trying to line them up here to make sure we've done it right. We just really had an idea. We've seen a picture of this deer feeder before, so we took the picture, we went, we bought the lumber, and we're trying to guess, or not really guess, but just design it as we go. So, kind of got to not recut, but just remeasure things. We want to make sure we get it right. We don't want to get it together and have to redo it. So we are measuring out, getting everything lined up perfectly before we start getting it all screwed together here. And I'm calling it a deer feeder. This really could be, any kind of a livestock feeder, whatever you really want to make it out of, just not hogs, because that's our purpose for it. Is we want to try to keep the wild pigs out of the deer corn and deer feed. We want just the deer to be able to eat it, but I suppose you could probably make one for goats, sheep, just about anything really. You might have to raise or lower the height of the trough that we're going to put on it. You'll see that here in just a little while. We'll get to it, but it's going to be nice. It's going to work out. It's going to have a nice roof on it to keep the rain off. Keep the corn from getting wet as often. But we are making a clean out in the bottom of it in case it does get wet and ruined. We can easily clean the trough out and put fresh corn and deer feed back inside of it. Okay, we're getting the lag bolts now, so we can start getting the legs connected to each of the skids. We kind of drill the holes a little tight so I can use the impact to help us get those lag bolts through the holes, which will be alright. Just take a couple extra minutes here. Okay, now we got the legs connected to the skids now, so we'll measure out the exact length and we will start working on getting the trough built. We want it to be exact though. We don't want it hanging over. It's got to be exact. It's easier to do it right the first time and much quicker. So we'll get these measured out and cut and start getting the trough put together. trough built now. So I'm gonna get this plywood out of our way, get it put over in our tool trailer, and then get our bottom for our trough measured out, marked out, and we'll get it put on. As we're getting this all put together, you'll notice sometimes we'll stop and think and be trying to figure something out, and that's because we took this from a picture and are designing it from that. That's it. We saw one similar to it, and so we're designing it as we go. We've got it sped up, so therefore, you're not just watching me stand there and talking and thinking, so it's a little boring that way, but we are designing it as we go along. Okay, here we got the hinges put on the bottom of the trough. I'm going to use a grinder to cut the ends of the screws off, so therefore they're not sticking up through the bottom when the deer or animals are trying to eat out of it. We don't want to cut them or anything like that. Yeah, that didn't feel too great. Fell right on my shoulder, but if that's the worst thing that's going to happen, then I'm going to be alright. Now that we have the trough built, I'll get these legs laid out on the floor and get the trough mounted to the legs, and then we'll stand it up and it's going to start looking like a deer feeder. Okay, now we got the trough put on. Now it's time to put some latches to hold the bottom of the trough up. So we do not want to clean it out, it'll keep up, and then when we clean it out, we can do the latches, let it down, and clean it out, and put it back up. Like I said before, we're designing this as we're going, so we'll come back to the latches on the trough. We're going to think on it a little bit better, a little bit more. Until then, we're going to start putting the roof on. ahead and get these lag bolts tightened up. We've got the top pieces on, we've got the trough put on, so now we're going to go ahead and tighten up the lag bolt to make sure it's a good straight and strong frame railing to get out of whack while we try to put the roof on. While we get these boards cut, I'd like to take a minute to ask you guys to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Like the video, and if you've got any other ideas or videos you might want us to make for you, leave us a comment down in the comment section. It would help us to be able to make content that you want to see and that you're interested in. On the ridge board, we decided to go ahead and get this away. As you can see, we thought about it for some time and decided it was the best way. But since it's just a beer feeder, it's not really going to hold any weight or anything for structure. We're just going to put that center ridge board on its side, and the two side boards, we're just laying them over on their side and we connect the board to it. Pretty much just has to be something to connect the tin to. Nothing more structure to it. Okay, well, we've got our runners put on our roof now to help support the tin. So now we're back to getting our latches connected for our bottom of our trough. And figure out a good way to do this now, so we'll go ahead and get it mounted on and see how well it works. Well, we laid this over in the perfect spot so you guys can see exactly what we were doing here. We planted this out really well, as you can tell. Okay, we got all that connected. Now it's time to pick it back up. We made it look like it was light. We fooled you guys. It's not light in the least. But anyways, it's time to get our tin on the top. And we just about got it wrapped up. While we're getting these tins finished up on the top, these can be built to any size that you needed. You can build them a little bit shorter, a little bit taller, a little bit longer, a little bit wider, just anything really. And whatever your needs are, you can build it for it. And we're also, a possibility we can build it for you at our location, and you come pick it up, or we can come to your spot and build it right on your location, whichever you'd like. If that's an option for you, or a thought you might have, go ahead and reach out to us, and we can maybe set something up for you. Okay, so here it is. We've got it loaded on the trailer and ready to take out to the undisclosed location that the deer are fed at. Turned out pretty nice. There's those latches. We cleaned the bottom trough out. Skids, keep it heavy, keep it stable. So there it is.